Hello, my name is Viti and today I am studying for my finals. I have 3 finals and then 1 exam next week that I need to study for. Finals are in 2 weeks. The finals that I have to take are thermodynamics, Calc 3, which is multivariate calculus, and statics, so like physics, mechanics. And then next week I have my optics exam. I'm a little bit nervous for my finals, especially thermodynamics, because I calculated, based off the grade I have right now, if I don't get 100 on this final, chances are I'm failing the class. So, yay! But I think I'm gonna start with studying for Calc 3. Because I want to. I'm gonna study for all of them eventually. I'm just gonna pick Calc 3 first, because you have to start somewhere. Woohoo! Okay, so like I said, my name is Viti, and I'm currently a sophomore in engineering, which is why I have to take all of these classes, like thermodynamics and calculus and all that stuff, because I need to get my degree. Technically, my degree is in what's called like design engineering, so it's kind of one of those majors where you just kind of take classes. It's a lot of electives, but the way that I'm doing it, I'm focusing on like product design, because I'm trying to be a 3D designer for toys in the future. That's what I really want to do. Well, it's what I kind of want to do. So I have to, figure that out and all that. But anyways, like I said, I'm in engineering, and I haven't really gotten to the electives yet. I'm going to do that later. It actually starts like next semester. I start with like Design 101. But until then, I'm basically a mechanical engineering major, which kind of sucks. Like, I low-key hate it. But I just have to make it through so I can get to my art classes, which is what I really want to do, because I would love to be an art major, but I also want to like make money and not be homeless. So that's why I did visual design engineering. I think it would be a lot easier to get a job with an engineering degree focused on design rather than just a design degree. So that's why I decided to do that. Yeah, so this... Like I said, I'm taking the 3 finals that I have to take are thermodynamics, Calc 3, multivariate calculus, and statics. And then I have, this video was recorded a little bit earlier than I'm going to be recording this voiceover and posting the video. So this was recorded last Thursday. It's now Monday, so my optics exam is this Thursday, so in like 3 days. I'm feeling pretty alright about it. I don't know. I'm not really that worried about it, so I think it'll be fine. Other than, like, my, classes that I have to take for my major, I'm in a couple of extracurriculars, which I wanted to mention because all of them are, like, canceled. Like, they're just getting rid of all of my extracurriculars, and it's low-key making me really mad. So, I'm in a co-ed, hang on, there's like weird noise happening outside. This like professional frat, it's not like a social frat or anything, but it's like a professional frat for art and design called Alpha Theta Delta. And when I was coming back from Thanksgiving break, I got an email that's just like, hey, LMAO, so we are canceling the entire frat. Like, the whole frat, like the national organization isn't going away, just the chapter at my university is. Because, like, I guess nobody wanted to show up, which I guess that, like, it was always a small organization. Like, I would go to a meeting and there'd be, like, max 10 people there. But I was like, well, like, how much money does it really take to run an organization? And they had already waived my fee for, like, that semester. Because, like, the fees were already low. They were, like, I think $25 per semester. But when I rushed, which was earlier this semester, they were like, hey, great news, we're actually waiving the fee for this semester. I was like, that is so cool. I love doing things for free. And now they're like, yeah, so we don't have enough people to pay the dues, so we're like getting rid of the organization. And I was like, that kind of doesn't line up, but whatever. Our last meeting was last Wednesday, the day before I recorded this video. It was pretty fun. I was the only person from like my rush class to go, which I kind of felt bad about, but it was like, okay, I guess I'm just like a real one. So yeah, and then there was also free Chipotle, which I really liked. I love free Chipotle, and so that was like really cool. Yeah, so I love free Chipotle. That was great. But yeah, it's like really, it really sucks that the whole thing just like went away. I'm like, so yeah. And I'm also part of a couple other extracurriculars, but both of those extracurriculars are tied to the honors college of my school, which sucks because they've just decided that they're going to like restructure the honors college. So basically what they're doing is that, so there are 17 faculty in the honors college, and what they decided to do is last spring they were like, hey, so we're going to actually not pay you guys anymore. So what you have to do is go find jobs at another department of the school, or we are going to fire you. And I think that's so cool that we're just not paying the faculty anymore. So basically what happens is that if they can't find a job at a different department by the end of their contract, which is the end of this like academic year, then they're just like without a job. And so if the faculty member that's running your like thing is fired, then you just like, the thing just like doesn't exist anymore, right? So I'm part of two organizations with the honors college. There's like a mentor program where I like help freshmen who are just joining the honors college like adjust to like the honors college and also adjust to like life at college and all that stuff, and I'm like helping them through that process. And then there's also something called the Tech Justice Lab, which I actually run the social media for, so it'd be really cool if everybody followed that. But the Tech Justice Lab, it's like an organization, it's like dedicated to like raising awareness about like technological justice issues, which are like basically any ethical issue that could arise with technology. Think like some examples are like AI, like generative AI in like art, or like basically anything at all with generative AI. Like privacy issues, like surveillance. There's like technological inequity where like some people don't have access to the same kind of technology that other people have, you know, stuff like that. And there's like a few events every year. There's like some, like we watched this documentary a couple weeks ago. That was pretty fun, except the documentary kind of sucked, but it's whatever. And then in the spring, there's like a keynote lecturer, and that's always different. They like bring someone out, like some kind of scholar in a technological justice field. Usually they've worked on like a bunch of research. Some of them have like written books on it, but some of them are just like, well, I mean, I'm sure like all of them have written books or will write books, because I feel like that's kind of a thing that you do as a researcher. Eventually you're gonna like write a book, especially if it's like research in relation to like sociological things or like some kind of like liberal art. I feel like if you're a researcher in like math or science or like any other kind of STEM, you're not really gonna write a book unless it's like a textbook. But for more like liberal arts or like sociological kind of studies, there's gonna be like a book eventually. Anyway, so the lecturer will have like done research in a specific area of technological justice, and then we bring them out and they do like a little lecture about it, and it's always really fun. Usually there's like a zine making workshop before and or after it. Last year it was before it, but I'm trying to get it to be after, because I felt like it being before wasn't really that great, because the like me not I low-key didn't know what the lecturer was talking about, so it's kind of hard to make a zine out of something that I, like, literally don't know what their, like, whole deal is. So, I'm trying to make it get to, like, become after it instead of before it, because I think that would just be a lot better and more fun. It would also be a fun time to, like, discuss what the lecturer actually said during the lecture. But yeah, that's basically it. But, you know, like I said, the mentor program and the Tech Justice Lab could just go away after this year, which would, like, extra suck because, like I said, I'm the social media manager for the Tech Justice Lab. They, like, pay me to do that. So if the Tech Justice Lab goes away, I get to, like, not have money anymore, which would kind of suck because I like having money. It's not, like, a ton of money, but you know what I mean. Anyways, that's, like, basically it. I have to get back to studying for my finals, which, like I said, one of them is this week. 3 of them are next week, but then I get to have winter break, and I'm really excited for that because I don't want to do anything at all for the rest of my life. So, yeah, that's basically it. This has been viti. Here's my salad.